Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to what's probably soon to be the last, but it's not currently the last, episode of Hearts of Iron 4 Vanilla, playing as the Greater German Proletarian State. We are going to probably try to fight the African Union, because the African Union does not like being in factions. It says, no, 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 I don't like being in a faction, no, no, no. Which I suppose makes sense. They're kind of off doing their own thing. So we're going to deploy our forces to destroy them. Yeah. We will destroy them.
Achtung! Bereit?
Ja.
Angetreten.
We will do so. Stand by.
Ihre Befehle?
As soon as we can get a war declaration on them, we will.
Befehle?
Alright.
Zuhören!
Let's see.
Bereit? Zuhören!
And then
Zuhören.
just you two can go hang out here, I guess. Anyways, do we want to try to send anything other than that? I think we maybe send in the tanks. Yeah, I'll send in the tanks against the African Union.
Achtung!
We already kind of attacked these guys,
Befehle!
but now we get a chance to, like, fully crush them, which is nice. We'll do you, and then we'll split, and then we'll do you. Alright.
Achtung!
And then we can plan our attack. Let's attack. We'd love to attack. I feel like the African Union may have been more of a thing if they had not gotten off to such a ridiculously late start in terms of making any progress at all. It doesn't help that we also kind of crushed their entire military already. So now this is a matter of kind of just doing it again.
Achtung! Bereit?
Yep. I should probably
Ihre
select
Befehle?
everyone. And then do that.
Zuhören!
Alright. This is a weird shape for a guy, for like a situation.
Befehle?
We're just gonna do something like that. We're gonna do
Achtung!
something like this. We're gonna do something like this. There we go. Okay. Pretty soon, once we're finished certain texts, we're gonna get fully modernized airframes, which means we can use that for jet stuff, which I'm looking forward to.
Bereit zum Ausrücken! Ihre Befehle!
Alright, we do now have enough to start our war against these guys. Conquer. Shua. The extra 1,000 weekly manpower is very, very nice for them.
Bereit.
I don't think it's gonna matter, but like, it's nice. It's nice to have. We're like finishing up our Navy situation.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Yeah, okay, I did do Singapore.
Zuhören.
That's nice. It's nice that I did Singapore. Alright, we have a bunch of boats. We're gonna join the fleet. Join the fleet. What I probably could do is just tell everyone go to the fleet. Go to the fleet. Go to the fleet. Be fleet of foot and go to the fleet. To the fleet, to the fleet, to the fleet, 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 to the fleet, to the fleet, to the fleet, 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 to the fleet, to the fleet, to the fleet, 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 to the fleet, to the fleet, fleet, fleet. I don't think it really matters, but like, I don't know, I kind of want to have a good navy for when I fight Japan. That would make me feel nice. Alright, it's cool. They appear to have updated... Yeah. More speed, more max piercing. They have pretty nice destroyers. Or, sorry, pretty nice cruisers at this point. Apparently cruisers are meta. So I've been told. While I have command power, I probably should. First of all... You guys. Knock it off. Second of all, I should probably go here. And, I don't know, recruit some new commanders. Don't necessarily know if that's super essential, but I kind of want to have a pool of guys to use for, like, if I need to start splitting up my navy. The situation over here is, I just don't care enough for it to matter. Once we build the Ruhr Dam, I think I'm gonna do focus stuff, because I have so many things I want to spend political power on. Alright.
Bereit.
Alright, everyone's marching.
Angetreten.
Any stupid nonsense happen? None I see thus far. That seems fine. Alright, even more military production. We love to see it. I probably want just like, even more air production. Because I want to get those jets, and once they start being churned out, I want to be able to get them fast. That's my plan. That's my hope. I do not feel super threatened by the African Union, given the amount of forces I'm deploying against them. But, alright. Do we have supersonic jet? We do. Aircraft, so... Ohane. We're gonna work on supersonic jets. Yeah, I think that the tank divisions by themselves are probably going to be sufficient. Don't know why the steel demand suddenly shot up like a loony. But it did. Apparently I have a bunch of stuff I need to read. Alright. We're pretty close to modern battleship. Pretty close to ballistic missile. We're almost done dismantling those land warfare facilities, which I super feel like I don't really need. Do I want to increase the decrease? I think I probably do. We'll, buff. I don't need to buff this. This doesn't go anywhere. We'll, buff the, railway situation. I'm not going to build anything new. Alright. Yeah, because it just takes kind of too long to do that. I don't even know if those railways here are actually very useful, are they? Probably not. Same thing with them here. Same thing with them here. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the ones over there. Don't need you. I'm gonna make sure to keep prioritizing those, but yeah, alright. Very good. Improve railroad construction.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Boop. We're gonna try to do this war.
Ihre Befehle?
We're gonna try to do this war, this episode, if possible. I think we should be able to do it. Bunch of crap's happening.
Bereit.
Don't know what that means, though. Okay. Yeah, this is all like land cruiser crap. I don't care about that. Oh, we just deconstructed those facilities. That's what that noise was. Okie dokie, artichoke. We built the Ruhr Dam. We can lower the autonomy of a bunch of crud. Do we want to? I don't know. No? Do we want to press any buttons? I think the answer is also no. What we really need is, like, more political power. More than anything else. I don't think we've left partial mobilization. Okay, doesn't mean anything. Buttons. We can still do smoke generation. Might as well. I love how useless Baluchistan is. It's like absolutely not anything.
Angetreten.
And also fuel. Does that fix our fuel problem, or do we need to keep going? No, we're good. Alright. Stabilizes the fuel situation. Alright. Prototype decision. Spotting priority. Surface ships. Or sub-detection. I don't know. Sub-detection. I'm going to seek to exchange these guys. Specifically, I want to dump Shoner for anyone else. Okay, several things. I think I probably want to dump him for Rommel. Or for... We have Witzelbahn. Or do we? We can remove Von Fritsch and grab Witzelbahn, who's just better. There we go. So we have Witzelbahn, who's just better. Rundstedt. I think we have anyone better than Rundstedt. Becker is, like, potentially very useful, but I think the thing we really want to do is dump Shoner for Rommel. Alright, we now have modern battleships. Which means... What does it mean? We don't need advanced carriers. Oh, actually, maybe we do need advanced carriers. Okay, several things. Number one, modern battleships. Think it's still better to get BNV for them. Battleship Armor 3, radar, fire control, anti-air. Shoot them with our guns. 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 Is that kind of slow? Yes. Do I care? No. Is this a stupid ship? Yes. Do I want to compromise by grabbing anti-air? I think I maybe do want to compromise by grabbing something. I'm not sure if it's anti-air. I guess it's probably anti-air. Just to get my speed above 30. You know, I think we get the point. Alright, wonderful. Perfect. We have modern battleships. We're going to build one of these. Are they going to get finished in time for the end of the game? Almost certainly not. Do I care? No. No, I don't. Alright. Also, we want to build advanced carriers, because we're never going to get to fleet carriers. Yeah, I definitely want deck armor. We'll do animals, I guess. It's kind of slow. But, like, whatever. We'll be fine. Deck size 100 is crazy. Give me some carriers. What's our complement look like? That seems about right. 50-50 is, like, fine. Navies are so expensive, man. My favorite part is how none of these ships are going to see battle. Like, it's basically guaranteed that that's the case. There we go. Okay. Resources. Chromium. Give me one. Give me one. Give me one. Ugh. Steel. I probably have to be more indebted to the Americans. I never liked that. And then Burma. There we go. Now we have the resources necessary to do everything we want to do. V2 project's complete. Any resource situation change? Not really. Better shell dies. What a fleet. Look at that. 19 carriers, 33 battleships, 6 battlecruisers, 54 heavy cruisers, 124 light cruisers, 878 destroyers, and 200 support, various support ships.
All right.
I am excited.
Befehle.
Can I just start giving the Americans a percentage of my monthly production? $25% monthly production. Of a bunch of the stuff I produce on a monthly basis. Just to keep their numbers down. Nothing else. And then airplanes. We'll just ignore these for now. Hopefully that keeps them pacified, shall we say. Anyways. How close are we to fighting? 25 days? It's a decent amount of days.
Ihre Befehle?
We are still upgrading our various support situations. That is something we should do, is declare and to declaim we are upgrading the infrastructural situation in China. We already did that all over here. But it's good to have that on the list. But yeah, I have not seen a lot of what's going on here. Anyways,
Angetreten.
we have some pretty good armored cars, not that it matters.
Ihre Befehle?
We're just hanging out. Have we managed to finish our airplane research? We're not quite there yet. Our political power situation is changing, though. We're gonna need to wait for Mr. Schoner. We're gonna want to grab armor. We got air independent privilege.
Achtung.
And then rather fascinating. Get out of here. Alright, rather fascinatingly, we have finally.
Bereit.
Alright, you.
Befehle?
You. Let's see. Commander.
Angetreten.
Manifold and Flucher.
Angetreten.
Probably replace Palace with Kesselring.
Zuhören.
And, I don't know, put Palace in charge of all this stuff. Not that it's gonna provide any benefits.
Zuhören.
Do we want to... I think we just deploy these guys to this front line.
Bereit.
And,
Befehle.
change their color.
Zuhören.
Feeling like that'll do.
Befehle.
Alright, we're gonna do this.
Ihre Befehle.
Do that. We're gonna do this.
Zuhören.
How close are we to attacking these guys? Not that far away.
Zuhören.
We can keep training up. But I do want to keep these guys going, and I don't see a reason to, like... What button can we press? Oh, integrate. I don't want to do that.
Zuhören.
Our tank divisions are still getting here, which is interesting.
Ihre Befehle?
There's our modern small airframe.
Zuhören.
Oh boy. I can train more guys. I guess I'll train more garrisons. Nah, I can't. I'm bad at doing math. Okay. Technology. Survivability studies. And aircraft stuff. Okay. Modern, so small airframe. This is think small airframe. Just all this stuff. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Heavy fighters and stuff. Okay, so there we go. I don't really want to use this particular design. The question is, do we want to go double jet engine? It is an improvement, but it uses it increases the cost by like so much. But our economy is so crazy that I feel like that might be what we want to go for. I'm reconsidering. Man, yeah, the benefits of that are like pretty they're pretty irrelevant. So like we're actually gonna go aha, weight exceeds thrust. What if I do this? Alright, so like this seems pretty good, all things considered. And then I can duplicate this and just go rocket rails all the way for CAS. And then we can go heavy torp. And we go heavy torp for modern naval bombers. And there you go. And then we'll do carrier airframe. We'll do the same thing. And there we go. There's our modern carrier airframe. We'll swing in with the carrier bomber version, and then modern carrier airframe. Come in with the nope. They probably want Junkers. Alright. Let me change the modern close air support to exchange the Messerschmitt for Junkers. It reduces the speed considerably and the agility considerably. But importantly, it increases the ground attack, which is like the whole point of the dang thing. Alright. We are going to combine all of our aircraft. All in the same place. All in the same spot. Probably a faster way to do this, but like whatever. we go. Put you down here. And yeah, that's our aircraft. In terms of distribution, I think that's probably fine. So advanced carrier airframe become modern carrier airframe. Advanced carrier naval bomber, modern carrier naval bomber. Advanced naval bomber becomes modern naval bomber. Advanced closed air support becomes modern closed air support. Advanced small airframe becomes modern small airframe. And other advanced small airframe. We can probably just do this. And then we can go around a scrounging for more resources. Kind of crazy how much resources we need to like do all this. Let's see. Some of these people are still not in position, which is crazy. Centrifugal jet. We also still can get policies, which is like probably a good idea.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Zuhören.
Oh, we still have medium tank divisions?
Befehle.
Or are you guys still here?
Achtung.
That's wild. I didn't know we had still had medium tank divisions.
Bereit.
Apparently we still have a bunch of them. I never finished the conversions.
Befehle.
Okay. That's interesting. How close are we to fighting? Within 20 days. I think it's probably good to declare a halt to these guys. Declare a halt to these guys. Where are these guys?
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Ausrücken. Befehle. Angetreten. Bereit.
Are any of these guys still in the move?
Bereit.
How close are they? They're pretty close. Alright.
Zuhören.
Okie dokie. We're gonna have to wait and get to 200. To replace useless infantry guy with more useful armor guy. Smoke generators. Go us. Get those improved oil engines. Probably should improve our fuel intake as well.
Befehle.
Then there are these gentlemen who
Achtung.
are in defense of Africa. We can order them to not be doing that anymore. up to 100. Oh, so we could get somebody who's improved. Darian. I think we probably want to go Rommel first and then Guderian. Let's see. I mean, I am not remotely concerned about our ability to win this. Yeah, we have the option for Theorist. Oh, we could also get a preferred tactic. Let's do Breakthrough. Yeah, I think Breakthrough is good. Surprised I kind of neglected to do that earlier. Whoopsie doodle. Hey, our justification is complete. Alright. Now, for the most exciting part. The podcast portion of... see, they're improving relations. Got a bunch of non-aggression packs. But that is not going to stop me from declaring war and calling my allies. Oh, man. Yeah, so as I was saying in the last episode, I like to try to do this at the end of episodes, because this wasn't the last episode of the prior one. But, like, I'd like to try to do these declarations at the end of episodes, because I'm going to be ending the episode, and we're going to start next one with the war here. Because, you know, this is not interesting. You're looking at, like, a blank screen and listening to me talk. Which, I don't know, if you think this is interesting, then great. Go for it. Oy. So, I don't know, what's next on the docket? I think I brought it up as probably some Kaiserreich. I think I'm going to... I've been kind of recording ahead, so I'm going to take a IRL break for a few weeks of just doing my own thing. I like to pull back the curtain, I like to record a lot of these in, like, chunks, either on weekends or on, like, weekdays where I just don't have anything going on. But that's not, like, every weekend. And these are pretty laid back. Like, this is part of the reason I don't do editing, is because it's not, like... editing is time-consuming, and I have other stuff going on. I just don't care that much about, like... People are like... will occasionally make comments like, this is how you become a big channel. I'm like, I don't really want to become a big channel. I don't really care about that. Like, this just isn't... I genuinely do not think that what I am doing here, even if I were to, like, polish it a lot, is particularly innovative or exceptional. I think it is probably fine if you want to have something on in the background. It might occasionally be interesting enough where you're like, I've never seen anyone actually play Kaiserreich Nation X. Like, I am kind of interested in seeing an Azerbaijan Let's Play. Oh, there's one guy has done an Azerbaijan full playthrough. Or like, oh man, you know, I am like a dude from India, and it's very rare to see people play India, in Hearts of Iron. And this guy's doing a playthrough on India. Or like, oh, I just like really like Kaiserreich. Oh, hey, here's a playthrough of like Russia. And I'm just kind of curious what this person does, because I'm interested in that. People have talked about like, oh, I like how you spend time on the events. And I think that I agree. I think that's like one of the things that makes Kaiserreich a good... One of the things that makes Kaiserreich good... Alright, before we finish. One of the things that makes Kaiserreich good is they have really nice flavor events. And that's really maybe one of the things I wish they put more of in vanilla Hearts of Iron 4. Because if you look at real World War II, there is so much good, interesting stuff that's happening even in just like really obscure... even in like really obscure theaters. There's usually something. it's just such a well-documented conflict. Not just because it's like massively important, but because I don't know, like this is a conflict between industrial scale states. Like even some of the most poor, even some of the poorest nations participating in it, like China at this point was not in a great spot. Like they were literate. You've tons of people writing stuff down, talking about their experiences. Like they had cameras. You know, they might not have been a fully industrialized state, but like they were industrial enough, and there were enough people involved in that wrote down their experiences or like had those experiences recounted later, that you can get a pretty good understanding of that theater. And like China might be the most obscure theater of World War II in terms of like figuring out what the actual fuck is going on there. But if you look at places in Europe, like it's all like crazy well documented. Especially the Western stuff, but even in the Eastern Front, like there's like loads and loads and loads of documentation. The Soviets went to pretty, I mean, they propagandized it, but they went to some degree of effort to make sure that people knew what was going on when their country was being invaded. They had every reason to. That's not to mention like Germany, France, Britain, and the United States, all nations that had strong reasons to like record what was going on in the war, individuals who were interested in recording what was going on in the war, and nations that had like the industrial capacity to store and transmit this information in a way that's like receivable today. So like if you really wanted to do it, you could make a ridiculously detailed summation of this war in a way that like you really can't with any other conflict, just simply because the amount of people involved combined with that sort of like degree of industrial and technological and like literate connection, like the degree to which people involved write down what they're doing and that's comprehensible. All right, so I'm going to start the next episode with us fighting this war. Bye bye.